It's time for the game show that's infused with soul celebrating Black history with a flavorful twist. Welcome to the ultimate Black history game show, Soul Trivia. Now let's play Soul Trivia with your host, the Black Trivia guy, Karl with a K Hunt.
Hey everybody, Happy New Year to you all and welcome to 2024. I'm Karl with a K, the Black Trivia guy, and I'd like to welcome you to the first Black Trivia of 2024 in the new year. Hey, Sherry's already in the house. Hi, SureTech. Happy New Year to you. How are you doing? Looking forward to a lot of other people joining us. We had some good feedback from the mail outs that I had, so we'll have a couple more people checking in. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in and hope you're enjoying yourselves. Hope you had a wonderful holiday. I really do. Mine was really low key. We had a very nice low key one. However, we did celebrate the anniversary of my fiance's mom yesterday. She turned 85, so 8 decades on this earth plus 0.5. So a big shout out to her. She received a lot of love at her birthday party. Hey, Aunt Marlene. Aunt Marlene she was the host of it, so she hosted it, and we had a great time. All the family contributed, and I'm glad she had a good time with that. Like I said, Happy New Year to you. I hope everybody arrived safely, had a good one. Nothing too bad came down with you. Shout out if you have your favorite team. See me in my purple and black and the Ravens hat. We are, the number 1 seed. Go Lamar. Happy belated birthday to Lamar Jackson. His birthday was either yesterday or today. And tonight is going to be a whole potpourri of different questions. I know I've been off since the beginning of December. I think we had the last one was like December 8th or something like that. And during that time, I've acquired a whole lot of new questions for you. So be prepared. You're going to see a lot of new things. Still some of the same old types of topics. When I don't read it, I just sang it. So we just do something with that. I'd like to just let you know that with Black History Month coming up, if any of your organizations are so inclined to doing some Black History events and something a little bit different, I am available. You can go to my website, blacktrivianetwork.com, to inquire about me hosting. Hey, Gary, welcome back. Happy New Year to you, sir. Hope you had a good one. But like I was saying, if you have something for Black History Month that you'd like to do a little something different, I can definitely available virtually. And if you're in the DC or Maryland, Virginia area, probably DC and Maryland. I'm not, Virginia is a little bit too far right now. But I will make the trip if I have to. So I can do it live. I can do it virtually. So, if you have something, your organization is looking for something a little bit different to do, we could definitely do that. I can come on location. I just got hired to do some stuff. To do a Black Trivia night for an organization, and it's in a pub. So we'll be doing some drinking too, or they will, since I don't drink any longer. So, or drink alcohol. All right. So we got a good crowd coming in. So like I said, like we normally play for those who are regulars, make sure you give yourself 5 points for each correct answer, and then let me know at the end how well you're doing. Okay, so or during the game, I got to remind myself to ask how you guys are doing. So let me write ask how people are doing. All right. And then, at the end of the game, you can tell me how well you did and so forth and so on. I'm guaranteeing that you guys are going to learn something tonight. It's going to be a night of thinking and drinking, as I always like to say. And you will definitely be learning something tonight because, like I said, even for my veterans who's been with me for a few years, 90% of the questions tonight are all brand new. Not even variations of old questions. Most of them are just brand new topics and new people and new inventions and new songs and new. So we're going to be getting started in about a minute. I just want to make sure everybody's checking in. All my regulars are checking in. So far, so good. I got some family that's probably going to join in a little bit later. But right now we're going to get started. Like I said, in just a minute, give you a chance to go get your drinks and things like that. Excuse me. So let me see. All right, so let me see. I get ready to get started. Set the screens up, and then we'll get going. I hope everybody's ready. You can hear me okay. And then, give me a shout. Let me know if you can hear me okay, so I don't have to worry about anybody hear me and see me and can see everything on the screen okay. So that way, when we get started, I won't have anybody lost as far as falling behind with what the game is going, how well we're going. All right, so all right, okay. All right, so it's about 7 after. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna get started right now. I like to end it before the 8 o'clock hour, even though is there a Monday night game tonight? I didn't check. I'll have to find that out. But we're gonna get started in just a minute. Let me switch over to scenes. And like I said, all right, cool. And all you have to do is enter A, B, C, or D into the chat box. Let me know what your guesses are for each and every answer. And then, like I said, we can, we normally do. But if you can, try and keep a track for yourself. I'm still working on software that will be interactive. I'm still working on that, and like to maybe hopefully have something before the, definitely before the end of the year if possible. All right, so I'm going to the game scene. All right, once again, welcome to Soul Trivia, the ultimate Black Trivia game. Again, I am Karl with a K, the Black Trivia guy, and we're going to get started with question number 1. Misty Copeland was the first black principal dancer for what dance company? Was it the New York City Ballet, the Joffrey Ballet, the Royal Ballet, or the American Ballet Theater? Again, Misty Copeland was the first black principal dancer for what dance company? Which of these do you think it was? Hey, welcome, Rob. Glad you could join in. Hey, Pam. All right, my baby's here. All right. So, Misty Copeland, she was the first black principal dancer. Actually, it was for the American Ballet Theater. The American Ballet Theater. And in 2015, she became the first African-American woman to be promoted to principal ballerina in the American Ballet Theater's 75-year history. So the answer to that question was, let's see. Oh, okay. Hold on one second. I have somebody who's just texting me, and I want to send them the link really quick if I can. I think I still have it here in my phone. No, I don't. Give me 1 minute, and I can send it to him, and then we'll continue on. Just give me a minute. I apologize for this, but I'd love to have as many people tune in and play along as we possibly can. So let me send this out to him. All right, so hopefully we'll see him soon in a few minutes joining in since we've just gotten started. So let's see. Hey, Cynthia, you just joined in. Don't worry, you only missed one question. We're just getting started. Appreciate you coming in. All right, so let's see. Where am I? Okay, so once again, Misty Copeland was the first black principal ballerina for the dance company, the American Ballet Theater. Question number 2. What HBCU was once named Normal School for Colored Students and earlier was named Lincoln Normal School of Marion? What HBCU? Is it Alcorn State University, Claflin University, Alabama State University, or Russ College? One of these four HBCUs was once named the Normal School for Colored Students and also named the Lincoln Normal School of Marion. So it had first name, and then they changed it to the Normal School for Colored Students, and now it is currently one of these 4. Which one do you think it is? Okay, looks like some people know their HBCUs. All right. So, the HBCU that was once named Normal School for Colored Students and also named Lincoln Normal School of Marion, that is Alabama State University. Alabama State University. It was founded in 1867 as one, It was founded in 1867 as one of 180 normal schools established in the 19th century to train teachers for public schools. It was among the 23 schools dedicated to training African Americans for teaching in segregated schools. So I didn't realize that normal schools were best, because I kept coming across a lot of people who were going to all these HBCUs that were originally called normal schools. So when I was coming across those, I was like, well, what in the world is a normal school? And it is basically a teacher's college. That's basically what it is. Okay. So going to the number 3. See if anybody was able to join in with us. All right. So if you're watching and joining in, you can just sign in, put your name, put what you think your answers are in the chat box. And once I let you know what the answer is, if you got it correct, just give yourself 5 points. And then at the end of the game, just let me know how many points you got. We're doing this all for fun and for knowledge. Thinking and drinking is like what I like to call it, because I want you to make sure you guys learn something. Happy New Year to you too, Cent. All right. So moving on to number 3. The civil rights organization SNCC, SNCC, played a key role in organizing protests and activities. But what do the letters stand for? Is it Solidarity of Negro Community Coalition, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, Social Network for Civil Change, or Southern National Cooperation Committee? Which one do you think it is that SNCC stands for? All right. I'm not going to call anybody out, but the ones who I know got it right, they better have gotten it right. All right. So the Civil Rights Organization SNCC, or SNCC, the letters stand for Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. And Ella Baker, she was a civil rights activist with the SCLC, Martin Luther King and Company. And she organized a meeting with the leading to the formation of SNCC with black college students. And that also included Diane Nash, John Lewis, Marion Barry, Julian Bond, and others. And what they made sure they did is SNCC was a student-run organization, and they were affiliated with, but they kept their distance from the actual SCLC, Southern Conference Leadership Conference, Southern Christian Leadership Conference. All right, so that is how that went down. You guys did pretty good on that one. Once again, make sure you give yourself at least 5 points for each correct question. Number 4. On the TV show Family Matters, Carl Winslow was a police officer in what city? Was it the city of Detroit, Atlanta, Philadelphia, or Chicago? What city did Family Matters take place in? One of these 4 cities. Which one do you think it is? All right, doesn't look like we have too many Family Matters fans. All right. Okay, so Family Matters was actually shot in the city of Chicago. City of Chicago. Number 5. Who did Joe Louis fight in the first TV broadcast of a heavyweight fight? Was it Rocky Marciano, Max Schmeling, Jake LaMotta, or Billy Conn? Joe Louis fought in a heavyweight fight for the first TV broadcast of a heavyweight fight. Who did he fight? Oh, excuse me. Okay. All right. So, in the first televised broadcast heavyweight fight, Joe Louis fought Billy Conn. That is the fighter he fought. When he returned to boxing in 1946 after World War II, he defeated Billy Conn with an 8th-round knockout at Yankee Stadium. The match, broadcast on NBC, marked the first ever televised heavyweight title bout. Now you got to pay for all the boxing matches these days. You can't even watch any for free. All right. So how you guys doing? Okay. Number 6. In 1983, Charles Rangel served in Congress for almost... In 1983, Charles Rangel began serving in Congress for almost 50 years. What state did he represent? Was it California, Pennsylvania, New York, or Georgia? Again, Charles Rangel served in Congress for almost 50 years. From what state? Right, so the state that Charles Rangel represented, that is the state of New York. New York. He served as a U.S. representative for New York's 16th Congressional District with a long and influential career. He represented his constituents for nearly 5 decades, from 1971 until his retirement in 2017. He was also a founding member of the Congressional Black Caucus and a former CBC chair for the 94th Congress. So the answer to that question, and the question was, what state did he represent? All right, moving on. And please, I do not remember why I have that 83 in there, 1983, so I apologize.
Check it out. MCMI, people call me Milk. When I'm busting up a party, I feel no guilt. Gizmos cutting up for the
suckers. That's Down With Me. Okay. What song was sampled on the rap song Top Billing by Audio 2? Is that Cool Is Back by Funk Incorporated, Ashley's Roach Clip by the Soul Searchers, Impeach the President by the Honey Drippers, or Apache by the Incredible Bongo Band? Who do you think did the sample? Who did they sample for that song Top Billing? Which one do you think it is? All right, so and the answer is Impeach the President. Impeach the President by the Honey Drippers. That is the song, and here's how it go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Honey Drippers in the house tonight. They just got back from Washington, D.C. I think they got something they want to say.
All right, so the 1973 song Impeach the President by the Honey Dripper has been sampled in 816 songs, and that song has become one of the most sampled drum beats in the history of hip-hop. So the song was Impeach the President by the Honey Drippers. Okay, you guys doing all right with that one? Okay, got a couple, got it. I think, yeah. All right, moving on. Let's go. Number 8. Charlene Hunter Galt. She's a well-known journalist. She worked as a foreign correspondent for National Public Radio, CNN, and PBS. But she also made history as the first black woman to enroll at which university? The University of Pennsylvania, the University of Georgia, the University of Maryland, or the University of South Carolina. She was the first black woman to attend one of these 4 universities. Okay, so Charlene Hunter Galt, she integrated the University of Georgia. Guys did really well with that one, I saw. Okay, so Charlene Hunter Galt and Hamilton Holmes, they qualified to transfer to the University of Georgia, but they kept getting repeated rejections, citing dormitory capacity issues. However, after winning a lawsuit, they became the first African American students to enroll in the University of Georgia in 1961 because they found out that those dormitory capacity issues, they kept making room for other people to be able to fill those dorm rooms over them. So they sued, they won, and they integrated the University of Georgia. What actress plays Bianca Taylor, who is the love interest of Adonis Creed in the Creed movies? Is it Andra Day, Lupita Nyong'o, Tessa Thompson, or Letitia Wright? One of these four ladies plays the love interest of Adonis Creed in the Creed movies. Is it one of these four ladies do? Okay. All right, make sure you're keeping track of your the ones you get right, okay? Well, I guess that was a slam dunk for you guys, huh? Yes, it is Tessa Thompson. Tessa Thompson. Not only is she known for the Creed movie, she also played Valkyrie in the Marvel superhero movies, and she had a leading role in Men in Black International, alongside her co-star from Thor movies, Chris Hemsworth. Okay, so hope you guys have learned a little something tonight. We're not even halfway through yet. Still got 25 questions, so we got another 16 to go. Carlton Douglas Ridenour is a prominent rap artist in what group? Is it Tribe Called Quest, Public Enemy, EPMD, or Migos? Hey, Khadijah, welcome. Glad you could join in, dear. I hope I didn't take you away from no schoolwork. Okay. So, Carlton Douglas Ridenour is a prominent rap artist for what group? Which one do you think it is? Okay, so I got a couple of A's and B's. Majority B's, okay. And that's a very good guess. Carlton is another way of saying Karl, which some people say Charles, and also Chuck, as in Chuck D. Chuck D, whose real name is Carlton Douglas Ridenour, is the leader and frontman of the hip-hop group Public Enemy that he co-founded with Flavor Flav in 1985. So that's his real name, and that's how you see how we play here. We got a lot of whole different type of subjects. We don't just do, the boring stuff. We do the knowledgeable stuff. I don't want to call it boring because everything is educational, but some things are just so traditional, and I like to just expand upon it and have some fun stuff as well. All right, so how we guys doing? Oh, you must have got that one right, Khadijah. Okay. All right, so this painting is the first of 60 paintings in the Migration series, which was done by what artist? Is it Jacob Lawrence, Faith Ringgold, Romare Bearden, or Alma Thomas? All these are 4 African-American painters or artists, and one of them did started the Migration series. This is the first of 60 paintings done by them. Which artist do you think it is? All right, so do you think it's Jacob Lawrence, Faith Ringgold, Romare Bearden, or Alma Thomas? Okay. Those last 3 came. I hope I'm not waiting too long. You guys are going online. I hope not. All right, so very good. Nice. Yes, that artist is Jacob Lawrence. Jacob Lawrence is the artist.
I think the motivation for painting the migration series is that I grew up in a period where we all knew about it. We were part of it. My family was a part of the migration. My mother was born in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and my father was born in South Carolina. Somehow they met, and on the way north, I was born in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
So that was Jacob Lawrence. He gained recognition at the young age of 23 when he completed his widely acclaimed Migration series, which depicted the great migration of African Americans from the rural South to the urban North, which many of us can definitely relate to, especially in my family. All right, so I hope you guys enjoying yourself and learn a little something tonight. Okay, so I'm going to move on to number 12. After losing the title to Muhammad Ali, who did George Foreman defeat to regain the heavyweight boxing title, making him the oldest heavyweight champion? Was it Mike Tyson, Michael Moorer, Lennox Lewis, or Ken Norton? After losing his title to Muhammad Ali, he defeated one of these four gentlemen to become the oldest heavyweight champion. Which one do you think it is? Again, don't forget to give yourself your 5 points for each one you get right, because you guys are getting some right. I see. All right, and that answer is Michael Moorer. It was B, Michael Moorer. George Foreman, at 45 years old, became the oldest heavyweight boxing champion in 1994 by knocking out Michael Moorer. This happened 2 decades after he lost the title to Muhammad Ali. So that answers George Foreman fought Michael Moorer, and that's when he got his second heavyweight title. Okay, cool. All right, number 13. Anthony Young holds which MLB record for a pitcher? Was it the most consecutive wins, the most home runs by a pitcher, the most consecutive losses, or the most strikeouts for a rookie? Anthony Young holds one of these major league records for a pitcher. Which one is it? Okay. All right, so like the sports question. Why did I know you knew that, Rob? He's a big baseball fan, I know that. But that is correct. Anthony Young holds the major league record for the most consecutive losses by a pitcher. As a pitcher for the New York Mets from May 6, 1992 to July 24, 1993, he lost 27 consecutive decisions, setting a Major League Baseball record. Not a record you really want to have, but... All right, so number 14.
When you start standing with our mothers, when you stick it out with your families, when you start mentoring our young, when you start teaching us to be humane, then we can build a new nation of strong people.
So that is Yandé Jean-Baptiste. In his picture, he's only 6, but that speech you just heard, he was 12 years old when he made it. What was the event that he made that speech at? Was it the Million Man March, the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington, Barack Obama's inauguration, or George Floyd's protest? He made that speech at one of those 4 events. Which one do you think it is? Guessing's always good, Sherry. So, which one of these 4 events that this young man made that speech at 12 years old? Okay, so Yandi John Baptiste was 12 years old when he made that speech at the Million Man March. His speech and presence at the 1995 Million Man March resonated across the globe, helped inspire personal recommitments, reevaluation of the possibilities of the black youth. So he was 12 years old and made that speech, and he's actually a very good orator. This picture is of him on Oprah Winfrey when he was 6, I think, reciting one of Martin Luther King's speeches as well. Number 15. What is the first name of bird from the TV show Soul Food? Is it Lisa, Mary, Karen, or Tracy? What is bird's first? They call her Bird for the most part, but that wasn't what she was born with on the show. So which one is her real first name? So, on the TV show TV show Soul Food, the character's name is Bird. Her first name is actually Tracy. She went by Tracy Van Adams when she married Lim. Melinda Williams played Tracy Bird Van Adams. Melinda Williams played Tracy Bird Joseph Van Adams on the TV show, and Nia Long played her in the movie. All right, so 10 more to go. Jay Philpott was the DJ on hit records for what rap artist? Once again, Jay Philpott was the DJ on hit records for what rap artist? Is it Ice-T, LL Cool J, or Queen Latifah, or Will Smith, aka the Fresh Prince? Again, Jay Philpott was the DJ for which rap artist? Ice-T, LL Cool J, Queen Latifah, or Will Smith? What do you think it is? All right, so he is actually, a couple of you guys got that, I see. All right, so the answer is LL Cool J. Jay Philpott, known as his DJ name Cut Creator, and LL Cool J embarked on numerous world tours together and shared the screen in the iconic films like Crush Groove. DJ Cut Creator received a tribute song from LL Cool J called Go Cut Creator Go. So that is Jay Philpott was DJ for LL Cool J, which I see my niece knew, and Rob and a couple other people knew that. All right, cool. Either knew it or guessed it. I'll just say it that way. So I'll be impartial. Which amendment to the Constitution granted black people equal rights in the United States? Which of these amendments? Was it the 14th Amendment, the 13th Amendment, the 19th Amendment, or the 10th Amendment? Which one of these amendments granted black people equal rights in the U.S.? Guessing's always good, Sherry. Guessing's always good. If you don't give it a shot, you never know. All right, right, so we're going to go. This is one of them topics that, you know, make sure you should know, especially these days. I'm shocked it's not probably on some politician's mind to get rid of it. So, the amendment to the Constitution that granted black people equal rights in the U.S., that is the 14th Amendment. 14th Amendment. Passed by the Senate on June 8, 1866, and ratified 2 years later on July 9, 1868. The 14th Amendment granted citizenship to all persons born or naturalized in the United States, including formerly enslaved people, and provided all citizens with equal protection under the law. And that's what that said. So okay, so yes, it is A. All right. So you know I don't sing it, I just read it, all right? Let me clear my throat. All right, so here it is. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, without you it's not the same, has the right of way, always having a better day. Which one is the next line to this song? All right. So again, what's the next line? When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, without you it's not the same, has the right of way, always having a better day. And the answer is A. Always seems to know the way. Yes, the next line was always seems to know the way, from the song Lovely Day from the late, great Bill Withers. All right, so you guys did pretty good on that one. I'm glad to see that. Oh, you sing this for karaoke, Deja? Okay, all right. Send me the video and I'll see what I can do for you, okay? I'm too old to be an agent right now, but. All right, number 19. Coming downhill. Thomas Bradley was the first black mayor of what major U.S. city? Again, Thomas Bradley was the first black mayor of what major U.S. city? Is it San Francisco, Los Angeles, Houston, or Las Vegas? Which one do you think that he was the first black mayor of? All right. So yes, Thomas Bradley was the first black mayor of one of these four major cities. Oh, looks like some people have, okay, they know that. They know their political history, some of you guys. All right. Oh, almost all of you. Okay. All right. You can't. What's that? Okay. So, the answer is Los Angeles, California. He's mayor of Los Angeles, California. He served as the 38th mayor of Los Angeles from 1973 to 1993, and he was Los Angeles' first black mayor and longest serving mayor to date. Oh. So, Sherry, you said you couldn't see the answer? Okay. Wonder what happened. All right. Number 20. Leontine Price is known for being which of the following? CEO of a Fortune 500 company, a sculptor, a prima ballerina, or an opera star? Once again, Leontine Price is known for being which of these four things? Okay. All right, so these questions are working. All right, cool. He has to think a little bit. Nice. Good. Oh, okay. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks for letting me know. All right, so Leontine Price is best known for being which of the following? I think almost everybody got their answers in. Okay. And she is known for being an opera star. She was an opera star. Mary Violet Leontine Price is the first African-American soprano to gain international acclaim, established a historic association with the Metropolitan Opera in 1961, becoming its first leading African-American performer. And that is Leontine Price, and she's still around, actually. I think she lives in Maryland, in College Park somewhere. I mean, not College Park, but some part of Maryland. All right. Melody Hobson is the co-CEO of Ariel Investments and has been recognized for her leadership in finance and as a prominent advocate for diversity. And she's also married to what famed filmmaker? Is it Spike Lee, George Lucas, Quentin Tarantino, or Steven Spielberg? So again, Melody Hobson is the co-CEO of Ariel Investments, very prominent in the finance world, and she's married to what filmmaker? Okay. All right, so seems pretty unanimous. Everybody seems to know that she is married to George Lucas. George Lucas. Although she's worth over $3 million on her own, she's married to renowned filmmaker George Lucas, who created Star Wars and the Indiana Jones franchises and more, including he did the movie Red Tails, and was now with the combined income is probably about $300 billion. So I think that's cool. All right. So yes, that was Melody Hobson's married to George Lucas. They had I think a child not in vitro, when someone else has the baby for them. I can't remember what it's called. But that's them, and they're a very happy couple together. All right, so number 22. The invention of Thomas J. Martin made improvements to what product? Is it the refrigeration for transportation, a blood pressure machine, car headlights, or the fire extinguisher? His invention improved one of these four products. Which one do you think it is? Surrogate. Thank you very much. Yes. They had a surrogate. Thank you so much, Rob and Cynthia. So, which invention do you think Thomas Martin product improved? Yes, thank you, Sherry. I've got the right word. Okay, I got the right word. Everybody wants to let me know. Surrogate. I got it. For some reason, I don't think I'm going to forget that for a very long time now. So, now, let me get your answers to this question. Which product do you think that he improved? Was it the refrigeration for transportation, the blood pressure machine, car headlights, or the fire extinguisher? And that answer is the fire extinguisher. Thomas Jefferson Martin upgraded the portable fire extinguisher. His improved version, patented as the fire extinguisher on March 26, 1872, is often considered the first practical use, despite earlier designs by Captain George William Manby in 1818. So It was originally invented by George Manby, but improved by Thomas Martin. Okay. All right. Number 23. Presidential candidate Herman Cain, activist Julian Bond, and actor Samuel L. Jackson are alums of what HBCU? Is it Morehouse College, Hampton University, Florida A&M, or Norfolk State University? They all attended which HBCU? Not together, but they all attended this HBCU. Which one do you think it is? Okay, so which presidential candidate? They all attended Morehouse College. So looks like a lot of you knew that already. Okay. Well, as you know, we're coming towards the end of the game. Got 2 more questions, but I have to always do my ass. This is hopefully that you guys can make sure that you like and subscribe. It'll be at the end of the video. You'll see it at the bottom right towards the end. But if you haven't done so, please make sure you download my app. And if you do have the ability, any donation is greatly appreciated at $ Black Trivia via the Cash App, and at DJ Karl via my Venmo. All right. And again, if you just need to download the app, all you have to do is search Soul Trivia in your store, and then you can just download that. And I hope you guys are enjoying themselves tonight and learned a little bit of something. Got 2 more questions. I'm going to keep you guys going. Yeah, all right. All right. So, yes, that was A for Morehouse College. They all attended Morehouse College. All right. Yeah, with Martin Luther King, and I'll just make this announcement. Next week's going to be all Martin Luther King, his family, associations, accomplishments for him, his family, and some of his kids too. So during Martin Luther King celebration next Monday, in honor of his holiday, we will definitely be doing Martin Luther King trivia. Now, the question is that Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a federal holiday in the U.S., and it's observed on the 3rd Monday of January. But what is his actual birth date? Is it January 25th, 1949, January 15th, 1929, January 5th, 1919, or January 10th, 1939? What is the actual date of his birth date for Dr. Martin Luther King? And like I said, make sure you tune in next week, because you can study up all week long about him. So make sure you learn a little bit about his, schooling, loves, activities, projects, things done about him, books he wrote. We'll be talking about all that type of stuff on his birthday. But right now, what is his actual birth date? Okay, so one of these 4 is his actual birth date, and it is actually something that's going to happen this year. Martin Luther King Day will actually fall on his birthday, January 15th. He was born January 15th, 1929, and next Monday, January 15th, 2024, we will be observing Martin Luther King Day. Again, I hope everybody had a good time. Going to that last question right now, and it's a doozy, I think.
Was Mr. Colbert ever in this greenhouse, say last night, about midnight?
All right, the slap heard around the world. The slap that shook the world, I should say. What was the name of the character that Sidney Poitier slapped in the film In the Heat of the Night? Was it Mr. Philpott, Mr. Broadback, Mr. Colbert, or Mr. Endicott? What was the name of the gentleman that Sidney Poitier smacked in that scene just now, slapped in that scene just now? Which one do you think it is? All right. So, the gentleman's name that he smacked in this movie, his name is Mr. Endicott.
Well, your attitudes, Mr. Endicott, your points of view are a matter of record. Some people, well, let us say the people who work for Mr. Colbert might reasonably regard you as the person least likely to mourn his passing. We were just trying to clarify some of the evidence. Was Mr. Colbert ever...
I love this scene.
Say last night, about midnight.
All right, so that was the smack that shook the world back in the day. But here's an interesting fact about that. Oh, hit the wrong button again. My bad. It's not here. Oh, I don't have it. I thought I put it in here. But just so you know, in that scene, what's really interesting is the fact that that was not, the return smack was not written into the script. Sidney Poitier had it put into the script as part of his contract so that they could have him in the movie, because he wasn't going to do it unless he could smack him back. So that is the scene behind that scene, that Sidney Poitier had that put in his contract. All right, so I hope everybody enjoyed themselves tonight. Welcome to that first Black Trivia of the year and had a good time. Yes, it was awesome. Thank you so much for great job. Let me know how you guys did. I'm probably gonna sign off on video. I don't like just sitting here, but let me know how you guys did in the chat box. I'll keep it up for a little while, and hope everybody got 100 and what is it, 550 times? I can't remember. The maximum amount of points that you can get, which is actually 125. I know that. All right, so. All right. And again, Happy New Year to you all. I hope all your teams, unless they're playing the Ravens, win. And then we can have a victory Super Bowl champ, but we don't play for, I think, 2 weeks anyway. So hope I don't like that long rest. For those of you who are in that winter weather, hope you don't get too much snow. Okay, you got 110. Nice job, Sherry. Okay. See, and I had a lot of new questions. You got them right. That's awesome. Great. Nice job. 80. All right. That means you know a little something and you learned a little something. Yeah, I know, because you couldn't. Well, that's your phone's fault, not mine. Okay. All right. So I wish you all the best. Hope you had a good time tonight. And if you have any ideas for any trivia that you'd like me to include, or any ideas, make sure you can email me. Just go to my website, soultrivia.net or blacktrivianetwork.com. Either one. They both coincide together. And hope everybody have a new year. Enjoy this new year. Appreciate you guys being here again. And thank you so much. All right. Guys, take care.
It's time for the game show that's infused with soul, celebrating Black history with a flavorful twist. Welcome to the ultimate Black history game show, Soul Trivia. Now let's play Soul Trivia with your host, the Black Trivia guy, Karl with a K Hunt. It's time for the game show that's infused with soul celebrating Black history with a